What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My channel is filled with loads of tips and tricks for people who want to be more efficient with their time or their money, and I upload 2 videos a week on a Tuesday and a Friday. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about ways to minimize your tax in the UK. This is a very popular topic and a few of my viewers have asked me to do a video on this. So thank you Kanika, Saumya, Bharti for your request and your support. First and foremost, I'm not an accountant or a tax expert. All the information that I'm going to give you is just from a lot of research and reading that I've done over the years. So let's get straight to it. The 5 ways to legally cut tax in the UK. And I've got a special bonus 6th tip for stay-at-home moms and dads. Contributing to your workplace pensions will be one of your biggest tax savings, and it is often misunderstood or underused. And it's easy to see why. It's hard to see the use of money when you're 65 or 68, when you're struggling to make ends meet here and now. But just listen to the tax savings that you can have. The employer usually matches your contribution. So for example, if you're paying in 3%, the employer matches the 3%. So you're straight away doubling your money. And on top of that, you're getting the tax reductions of 20% or 40%, whichever your tax bracket is. So as a bare minimum, you're getting 120% return for your money. And that's unheard of, isn't it? And this is one of my biggest money mistakes. I did not contribute to the NHS pensions for the first 11 years. And everybody knows this, that NHS pension is one of the best pensions to have. At my salary band, my employer was giving me 1.5 times my contribution. So I was already getting 150% return of my investment without the tax savings on top. And I still didn't take that for 11 whole years. And my 25-year-old self didn't think that was a big deal, but my 40-year-old self really regrets that decision. So please do not make the mistake that I've done and contribute to your workplace pension. It is one of the biggest tax savings. Second tax reduction to be had is tax-free childcare. To be eligible for this tax-free childcare, both the parents should be working for at least 16 hours a week and earning the national minimum wage. So it's £140 a week. And you can get this tax-free childcare for any child under the age of 11 or 17 if they've got certain disabilities. This tax-free childcare can be used for any registered childcare provider. So it can be used for breakfast clubs, after-school clubs, etc. Using this scheme, you can save up to £2,000 in childcare per child per year. To apply for this, you need to go to the government's tax-free childcare site. I'll put the link in the comments below. There's also free nursery places available for children over 3 years old. So it's childcare for 15 hours a week for 38 weeks a year. So it's just term time only. Some children are eligible for 30 hours free childcare instead of the 15 hours free childcare. Both the parents need to be working. They need to be working for over 16 hours a week and working for the minimum wage of £140 a week. Also, the family income should be less than £100,000 a year. And this 30 hours free childcare is classed as a public fund, so it's only for people who've got their ILR and beyond. For the 30 hours free childcare, you need to apply to the HMRC website. And there's usually a cutoff date before you need to apply. I once got caught up with this. I started working in the middle of September, so I had to pay the childcare up to the December term, and I got the funding only in the January. For the dates and things, check the HMRC website. The third tax saving tip is marriage tax. To be eligible for this tax benefit, you need to be married or in a civil partnership. One of you needs to be a non-taxpayer, so that is not working at all or earning under £12,500 a year. And the second person needs to be a basic taxpayer, so earning under £50,000 a year. If the second person is a higher rate taxpayer or is an additional rate taxpayer, you're not eligible for this benefit. The way this works is the non-taxpayer can claim some of the tax-free allowance from the basic rate taxpayer. So for this current year, 2020-21, the non-taxpayer can get an additional £250. And the best thing is, if you're eligible for this, you can claim the last 5 years tax relief back. To apply for this, the non-taxpayer has to apply for it via the HMRC website. A very important point is it is your responsibility to inform the HMRC if the situation has changed. So if the non-taxpayer is started to work more and earning more and falls in the tax bracket, then you need to inform the HMRC. Or if you split up or anything, it's your responsibility to inform the HMRC for any changes. The fourth tax relief is claiming on work expenses. So if you pay for your own uniforms or washing your own uniforms, or you pay towards a registration that you have to have as part of your employment, then you can claim a tax relief on that. So if you are eligible for this tax relief, you need to complete the P87 form on the HMRC website and either complete it online or print it out and complete it and send it off in the post. If it is a reoccurring work expense, you need to do it only once. Like for example, I work in the NHS and I get some rebate on my uniforms as well as my registration fees. Once I applied for this first time, then my tax code has been adjusted, so I do not need to reapply every year. My tax code is just adjusted automatically. The fifth saving is the stamp duty land tax savings. This tax saving is a COVID relief measure and it is valid till the 31st of March 2021. With this tax relief, you pay no stamp duty on properties up to £500,000. So any property over £500,000, you get a £15,000 saving. I've done a whole video on stamp duty land tax holiday. I'll attach that as well in the description box below. The sixth bonus tip is a special tip for stay-at-home moms and dads, and it is around child benefit. Some of you may not claim the child benefit because you're in the higher rate tax band, and some of those people may have a non-working partner looking after the children at home. But if you apply for this child benefit, you will not get the child benefit money, of course, but the non-working partner can have NI credits, and the NI credits account for their state pension, so they will have added years in their state pension. So the non-working partner will get NI credits till the child's 12th birthday. And there's lots of people who are not claiming child benefit and their partners are missing out on the NI contributions. So if you are eligible, complete the CH2 form on the government website. Again, I'll put a link to that in the comments below. So that was a very quick whistle-stop tour of the 5 top tax saving tips in the UK. If you want to know anything more about any of the tips that I've mentioned, drop me a comment below. Also, let me know which of these 5 tips you've liked the best. I hope you've liked this video and have learned something new today. If this has helped you, please give me the thumbs up like button and share this with your family and friends. I'll see you again on Tuesday with a time saving tip. Thank you for watching me today and stay safe. Bye-bye.